Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so I had a bunch of people tagging me in this. It wasn't updated until very recently. It certainly wasn't updated in the news last night when we looked at the celebration info, but it seems like an update has come into the global version, and we are going to be getting the EZAs for STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So the outcry last night when all the event info came out for global, people were pretty mad that we weren't getting these, and I've been pretty critical in the last day or so about people complaining about certain stuff, and a lot of people did not like those takes on Twitter. But we're going to go through some of the units, and I'm going to sort of try and explain in a little bit more detail, because I did reply to some people exactly what I mean. So for this 30 stage EZA, this is obviously exactly what we want to see, right? 30 stage EZA is content that people want to do. They want to get those 30 stones, and obviously the 120 EZAs, apart from our boy Super Saiyan 3 Broly, have all been pretty good so far and pretty useful. People love the Great Ape team. Obviously we just got on the GT Heroes category, so having EZAs for these two Super Saiyan 4s is going to be really good. Obviously we don't know anything about what they do yet other than what their leader skill will be, because all the 120 leads have been following the same setup for the leader skill, so we do know that, but we basically don't know anything else about them. So I feel like they have course corrected after the disaster that was Super Saiyan 3 Broly. I think we saw that when Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks came out, because he was one of the ones that I feel had the most potential to be disappointing, because he had some negatives built into his passive, and we kind of saw with the Broly kit that they didn't remove those negatives, they just kind of tried to balance them a little bit, I guess. But with Broly, I guess they didn't really do so well. But with Gotenks, they removed the negatives pretty much completely and made him an incredibly powerful card. So I feel like there's going to be good things on the horizon for the Super Saiyan 4s. Obviously for global, getting these, we still don't have the same name update, so it'll be very interesting to see how they upgrade their kit, because obviously at this point on global, you will have to choose between running them and running the LRs. Now obviously depending on how much you summon and what banners you've summoned on, if you've been playing the game for a while, I've only just off of this recent GT banner rainbowed the LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and I still need one dupe for the Goku, whereas obviously I do have both of the old ones rainbow. So depending on what they look like post awakening, you never know, they might be worth running over the LRs. We'll have to wait and see what they do, although it will certainly be interesting for things like Battlefield and the mono ESBR stages. You obviously will now be able to run the LR Super Saiyan 4 and then their counterpart, because they're both the same typing. So like LR Goku can be run alongside this man right here, and LR Vegeta will be able to be run alongside this guy, and they share a ton of links, and obviously these guys are not going to be a detriment to the team anymore. So in fact they'll probably be better leaders, because the LRs, whilst you can bring those family member units for the bigger boost, their sub leader skill was only the 120, whereas these guys will become Super STR and Super AGL types 130. So you're going to be able to make very strong teams with them. So this is definitely good. I know a lot of global players are excited about this already. Like I said, I was tagged many times on the timeline already from people posting this update, and I think that's fair, because there's a lot of stuff that global was missing out from with this quote-unquote joint celebration. I don't know if it was it actually advertised as a joint celebration? That's the thing. Like, Global's been slacking. Their Twitter account last night, I tweeted out, it was like 45 minutes before the banners came out, and the Global Dokkan account for Twitter hadn't posted anything in like a week. So I don't know if one of my friends, I think it was Aegis, made the joke that they forgot their Twitter login password, but they never really advertised it. But people were making the obviously, solid point that if it's going to be a joint celebration, why is only half the content coming out on global? And it does raise this constant discussion. It goes back to like the games being synced and all that kind of stuff, because the big one is the EZA for B-Pan, because obviously B-Pan is a solid unit even before her EZA, and with the new Super Battle Road stages coming out on global, her getting her EZA would have obviously been very useful, makes her a lot better overall. The most important thing is they removed the RNG for her damage reduction, so she just reduces damage by 55%, and you don't have to worry about the RNG and that was literally the worst thing about her. But she has a high chance of getting Ki +3, and then another high chance of Ki +3. So she super attacks early anyway, so she gets her 12 Ki super, I think it's at like 9, and her 18 Ki super is at like 15 or something. So if you get lucky with both of these procs on a team under double 3 Ki leads, even without links, she's going to start off with 12 Ki. So this is really, really good. Her EZA is very, very good, and it's only coming to JP. Obviously, they've done this update to show the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs and nothing else. So they're obviously, I feel like they're not going to be adding another, like, oh, we forgot something else. So we're not going to be getting the GT Bpan, which is a shame because she's really good. Fortunately, even without her EZA, she is still good. But I can definitely understand people not being happy about getting her. And then the Giru, yeah, obviously post EZA, he's much better. Like pre-EZA, he's good on like the Dragon Ball Seekers team, I guess, but overall he wasn't the best unit. And so post EZA, they obviously make him a lot better. He's a lot more useful for that team. He does provide, it still only provides Dragon Ball Seekers allies with support, so obviously depending how you build your team, even though he's on GT Heroes, any units you bring on that team who aren't on Dragon Ball Seekers are obviously not going to get his support buff, but he is still a solid unit, especially for Dragon Ball Seekers team. I could kind of see some people getting some use out of this guy, but the thing that I tweeted out that got people super mad at me was the fact that people love to complain about everything on this game, in both versions, but a lot of the time on Global. As soon as it was announced that we weren't getting the free-to-play EZAs, people started getting big mad, and I made the comment of, you know, I'm getting tired of these people complaining about stuff when they're never going to use those units anyway. And people got, I got a lot of interesting responses, and I guess to be fair, I wasn't entirely clear. You know, Twitter characters, what are you going to do? Can only write so long of a post, but realistically, I was specifically talking about this guy right here and this guy right here. Now, I did have a couple of people tell me that they do like to use this unit, and that's perfectly fine. That's not the people I was talking about. When I made that tweet, I was addressing the kind of people, and you probably know some of these people. You see the same Twitter usernames in comments on like every single Dokkan post from the official channel or from any big creators. All they do is complain about the game. And you know, like, all I was saying is there are some people out there, 100%, who will never ever use this unit or this unit, but as soon as it was announced that they weren't coming to Global, they have to complain about it, because they just have to complain about everything. Now, I did see some interesting theories which do make perfect sense. The fact that because Bpan is free to play, her EZA will probably be from an Extreme Z area, and since most of them require you to use specific free to play units, it is pretty likely that you might have to use these guys. So then obviously it makes sense, and then that is one instance where you would use those units. But then if it's tied in directly to Bpan, then, you know, as much as it sucks that we're not getting all of these together, I guess that's why they're together. Like if you use them for Bpan's Extreme Z area, if we're not getting Bpan, then why would we be getting them? So I wouldn't be surprised if you have to use all three of these guys on the team, which would be kind of interesting considering neither of these two are on Dragon Ball Seekers. So we're saying about Giru not necessarily being the best support on every single team, but there you go. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, I'm very much at the point now where I think they should just sync up the games completely. So, of course, I am disappointed that Global isn't getting the Bpan, EZA, and these other units. Like for me personally, I would never use these units outside of doing a video on them. But for free-to-play players, you know, I know there are people who will use them, and those were not the people that I was addressing when I made that tweet. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I wonder how long they will make us wait, but assuming that these other units are tied to Bpan's EZA, we should get them once we get her EZA in general. But the big news, of course, the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs coming to Global. I'm pretty sure the weakness category is artificial life forms, so as always I will do an EZA guide for them just before the event comes out for team building, as I always do. You guys seem to appreciate them. And make sure you guys check out, I have done guides for all 10 stages of the new ESBR stages for Global, so if you're having trouble on any of those stages, I made sure to get all of those videos out yesterday, so they were all up ready for when the event comes out. So let me know what you think about the EZAs. Are you hyped for the Super Saiyan 4s? Are you one of those people who doesn't really care too much about the free-to-play units, or are you someone who definitely would have used them, who is not happy about them being delayed, and hopefully I kind of cleared up my position a little bit more. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.